Hey everyone! I'm embarking on an exciting journey, one that I hope you'll join me on. For the next week, I'm taking on the challenge of unleashing the power of Jesus in my everyday life. I want to see what incredible changes can happen when I fully surrender to His strength. And here's the thing, you can do it too. When we think about the power of Jesus, it's easy to focus on His miraculous works, healing the sick, raising the dead, calming the storms. But what about the everyday struggles that weigh us down? What about when anxiety, fear, and doubt grip our hearts, and we feel powerless to move forward? That's where Jesus' power truly shines, when He transforms our challenging moments into victories. In 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9, Paul reminds us of God's words, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." It's in those moments of weakness that Jesus' strength can completely change our lives. I know I'm not alone in this. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by anxiety or fear? Like the weight of the world is pressing down on you, and no matter how hard you try, it's just too much to bear? Maybe you've even felt like you're sinking with nothing solid to stand on. I've been there, and I've learned that while the world offers temporary fixes, only Jesus provides lasting peace. We might try to distract ourselves with things like entertainment, success, or even unhealthy habits to numb the pain. But in the end, those things don't heal, they only mask the wound. As Jesus says in John 14 verse 27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." Jesus is offering us a deeper, more powerful peace, the kind that heals, restores, and sets us free. We've all heard stories of people who have gone through the unimaginable, cancer, loss, heartbreak, yet their faith is stronger than ever. How? It's because they learned to tap into the life-giving power of Jesus. Take Peter for example, when he walked on water, Matthew 14 verses 29 to 31. He wasn't perfect, he was terrified. But in that moment of fear, he took a step toward Jesus, and what happened? He walked on water. It wasn't Peter's strength that kept him afloat, it was Jesus' power. Even when Peter began to sink, Jesus reached out and caught him. And that's exactly what He does for us when we step out in faith. Or think about the woman with the issue of blood, Luke 8, verses 43 to 48. She had been suffering for 12 long years, but when she touched Jesus' hem, everything changed. Her faith connected her to His power, and she was healed instantly. That's the kind of power we're talking about, the power to heal, restore, and make us whole again. I've seen this in my own life too. When I felt like I was at rock bottom with no way out, it was Jesus who gave me the strength to keep going. He didn't always remove the struggle, but He gave me the courage to face it head on. Romans 8:37 says, "In all these things we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us." That's a promise, that in Jesus we have the power to overcome anything that life throws at us. One of the most freeing moments for me was when I realized that I didn't have to be in control. I didn't have to have all the answers or even be perfect. All I had to do was surrender, and that's when Jesus' power kicked in. It was like a heavy burden was lifted off my shoulders. Suddenly I wasn't walking in my own strength anymore, I was walking in His. The truth is, the same power that raised Jesus from the dead lives in us, as it says in Romans chapter 8 verse 11. That means you and I can tap into that power today. It's not about being strong on our own, it's about surrendering our weakness to Him and watching Him transform it into strength. So we can all say, "I can do all things through Christ, who strengthens me." So here's the takeaway. Jesus' power isn't just for miracles in the Bible, it's for your everyday life. His power turns struggles into victories. And it's not about your own strength, it's about surrendering to His. Now I want to hear from you. In the comments, share how your faith has made a difference in your life. What challenges have you faced, and how has Jesus helped you overcome them? Let's build each other up and encourage one another to unleash the power of Jesus in our lives. If you're ready to go even deeper in your spiritual journey, check out my next video where we'll talk about what it truly means to walk with God every day. Thanks for watching, and let's unleash Jesus' power together.